try it on that barrel. I am Professor Quirrel. Today we'll learn how to protect ourselves against dark magic with the Flipendo spell. Splendid! You may now enter the Flipendo challenge to practice the spell. Follow me, Mr. Potter. Hold down the mouse button to aim the Flipendo spell. Release the button to cast the spell. Well done! Now go on and collect your challenge stars. I'll meet you further on. Cast your Flipendo spell to knock the switch. It will open the door down the hall. Cast your Flipendo spell on this block to knock it out of the way. This is a gnome, Mr. Potter. They like to pester young wizards. Knock him on his backside to complete the challenge. Congratulations, Mr. Potter. You completed the challenge. You collected all the challenge stars. 20 points for Gryffindor. Now, hurry on to broomstick practice. I see you collected several challenge stars. 10 points for Gryffindor. Now, off you go to broomstick practice. You collected the required number of challenge stars. 5 points for Gryffindor. Now, get to broomstick practice before you're late. Today, we'll learn to illuminate dark magic with the Lumos spell. You may begin the Lumos challenge to practice the spell. Follow me, Mr. Potter. Hold down the mouse button to aim the spell. To cast Lumos, let go of the button. You may practice on that gargoyle. That's quite bright, isn't it? Now you can cross the chasm and collect your challenge stars. I'll meet you at the end. Well done, Mr. Potter. As you see, Lumos is a most useful spell. You collected all the challenge stars. 20 points for Gryffindor. Now, off to your potions lesson. You've collected several challenge stars. That's 10 points for Gryffindor. Now, hurry on to your potions lesson. You collected the required number of challenge stars. 5 points for Gryffindor. Now, hurry on to your potions lesson.
Prøv med den tynde.
Cast your Flipendo spell at the switch on the wall to open the door. Flipendo affects all sorts of things, such as this cauldron. Knock it over, Mr. Potter. Flipendo affects the switch and the cauldron. Flipendo can be used on all sorts of objects. Once you've opened the door, continue the challenge. You may cross the bridge now, Mr. Potter. I suggest you figure out how to cross that bridge next. There are many challenge stars to collect. On your way, Mr. Potter. You can also climb up the blocks by running toward them. Cast your Flipendo spell on this block to knock it out of the way. Run towards the block and don't stop. You'll climb it. The block can be moved, but only so far. Use Flipendo on the gnome to get past. They move quickly and can be quite a nuisance. Cast Flipendo on that barrel to knock it down the hall. Now cast the Flipendo spell twice upon that barrel. If a spell symbol appears over an object, it can be affected by magic. 5 points for Gryffindor. 10 points for Gryffindor. 15 points for Gryffindor. 20 points for Gryffindor. A respectable effort, but not quite correct. And again, Mr. Potter, let's see what you can do. Rather disappointing, but at least you tried. That was spot on, Mr. Potter. The house with the most points at the end of the year wins the house cup. Remarkable, Mr. Potter. A perfect spell. That's not it, Mr. Potter. You can do this, Mr. Potter. Keep trying. Watch my wand. Then hold down the mouse button and repeat the pattern. Release the button when you're done. This is the symbol for the Flipendo spell. Now hold down the mouse button, make the same pattern, and then let go of the button. Cast Lumos on that statue, and your path will become clear. Go on, Mr. Potter. cast Lumos on that statue. Don't dawdle, Mr. Potter. Cast Lumos on the statue to expose the correct path. Quite good, Mr. Potter. An outstanding effort, Mr. Potter. Go on, Mr. Potter. Try again. That was a shaky effort, Mr. Potter. Do practice. That's not the shape I expected, Mr. Potter. Try again, Mr. Potter. Try working faster this time, Mr. Potter. Well done. But I think you can improve. What shape was that, Mr. Potter? Close, but not the correct shape. You can do this, Mr. Potter. Keep trying, you see? Now you can cross the chasm and collect your challenge stars. I'll meet you at the end. Well done, Mr. Potter.
I wondered whether I'd be meeting you here, Potter. You're far too inquisitive to remain among the living.
Curse you, Potter!
But Master, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Give me the stone.
Master, you're not strong enough.
I suppose you were expecting someone else. Well, it's me, scared, stuttering Professor Quirrel. Well, frightened no longer, dear boy. You made me displease my master. You will not succeed again. Curses, Potter! Die, Potter!
Kom hit, Potter. Det är ingen idé att du springer, Potter. Kom hit, Potter. Du kommer inte undan, Potter. Mina händer. Mästare, jag kan inte hålla honom. Mina händer. Mina händer. Vilken smärta. Jag kan inte hålla honom, mästare.